Hello and welcome to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki, Cupcake, Miss, and Tem. It's August now, and what a lovely time to be alive. Well, for a tea-powered robot that is. Enjoy the show.
Mush mush! Roar! Is Cupcake dead?
I don't know. He may be dead. I have not been informed that he has deceased.
Uh-oh.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Well, hi, Mish!
Hi, Kiki. Ah. I'm not signing in.
Well, how are you?
I'm doing good, sort of, almost over my cold, schlitzits, whatever. Because my body decided to do one of those, oh, you're on vacation, okay, it's time to get you sick over the course of the vacation week.
Yeah.
Because, that's the fun thing to do when you're on vacation, is get sick.
That's why I don't leave the house much.
Yeah.
No, that's not why. I have no social life.
That too. That too.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm okay. I didn't sleep very well last night, but it's becoming normal. I, wake up every hour.
That no good.
No. But, oh well. I am alive.
That is good.
Alive, and the air conditioning works. So I can't ask for much else.
Hmm.
Then it's gonna be 103 today. Because fuck you, California, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon. How was the vacation other than getting sick?
That's one of those where... hold on, I gotta figure something.
Okay.
Sorry, my work email was being strange for a second. Okay. Where it was like, it's like, hi, Mom. Or why are you acting like you're the age of your grandchildren? One of those things. Came back, and then the paranoia was slightly worse. But that's all I'm really gonna say about it, because, yeah. She realizes that it's an issue and is taking steps to try to figure out what's going on. So, yeah.
Oh, I have gotten a message from Cupcake. He exists.
Okay. Yay!
He just said, I'll explain when I can, so now I'm worried. It's never good.
Yeah. Usually means that there's some schlitz that's going on that's like, yay, but
Okay, he'll join when he's ready to. Oh my eye.
Here we go.
I feel that.
Yep.
Woo! Mm. Mm. Lawrence. Wait, is that Lawrence Fishburne? Yes, Lawrence Fishburne is in another movie where he goes crazy in space.
I thought I saw something about him being in a movie in space,
It's called.
but
Go ahead.
I can't remember.
It's called Slingshot with Casey Affleck. And some other people. Emily
Really?
Beecham. Some other names I don't really know.
Oh, Wikipedia has Darkman now, but
Oh! Neat.
oh, it's in beta. Oh, I like it, but then again, I like dark mode, so
Depends on what I'm looking at.
yeah. Struggles to keep his grip on reality. Oh, that's fun. But yeah. Ugh. Thank
No, all by myself. Oh, and then there's a cupcake.
Oh my god.
Hello.
I'm sorry. They came to start demolition on the part of our house that's got water damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is why I didn't see very much of me last night. We were clearing it out. I didn't know the guy was here. It's been just this. He's very nice. Everything is great. Super people as far as I can tell. Oh god. It's black mold everywhere in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had a lot of water damage. That entire room is getting stripped down to the studs and then going to be rebuilt. So I haven't done anything. I slept, and then I slept like garbage. So I didn't wake up till 10 when my mom woke up. She's like, "Guys, here, you gotta take care of some stuff." I'm like, "Oh, okay, just a second, send me along." Going back and forth with my mom about stuff. Oh God, move this over so I'm looking in the right place. So yeah, that's why I look like dog shit right now. No sleep. Yeah. Um, I've been watching documentaries about like how old warships were put together.
Okay.
I fell down that rabbit hole. Like I found these. I don't even want to. They describe like how like I'm talking like 1800s like warships, like like the HMS Invincible, like how it was crewed, how it all worked, how like all the different like how they work the guns, how hierarchy of like staff work, like captains, commanders, lieutenants, quartermasters, stewards, ship boys, like to talk about like how the sails worked. Since I couldn't sleep, I wanted something quiet because I didn't want to wake my mom up. And yeah,
No, okay.
but yeah. So we have finally started working on getting the house put back together. That's the long and short of where I've been. And yeah, I'm guessing Mish is taking a phone call.
Yeah. Mish is doing better. Still getting over that cold.
Oh yeah.
And I also didn't sleep well last night, but for completely different reasons. I just keep waking up. Just... You're suddenly
Hey,
wide
Cupcake.
awake. Deal with it.
Right.
Hey, Cupcake.
Heyo.
Everything okay?
They started demolition on our back room where the roof was leaking.
Okay.
We finally found out what the leak was, and it's so stupid I can't even believe it.
Well, what is it?
So, the roof back there is not sloped very much, pretty flat.
Yeah.
We needed a rubber roof, not a shingled roof. The water's been seeping right through the shingles into the roof.
Yes.
Water
yes.
doesn't run off fast enough, basically.
Yeah,
You have to
that's...
have a certain amount of like vertical slope, or the water will pool.
Yeah, if I showed you guys, like, the early versions of the house I grew up in.
Yeah,
So, like, there's the middle portion of the house with the normal, like, peaked roof. Then there's two additions on the side that originally had completely flat
yeah,
surfaces. So, same thing happened with the one side, is that it kept, because there was not enough slopage, it
yeah,
kept leaking through, and then like the paint on the inside of the room would bubble out
yeah,
because of the water. So
yeah.
we finally put on additions that had the sloped roof. So yeah. But yeah, I totally know what what that is. Nice Cupcake.
So yeah, the guy's very nice, and it seems like it's all going well and everything. But I'm still just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then I'm arguing with my mom about stuff because she feels like I'm not doing enough to help. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? And she's like, I want you to figure it out. I'm like, great, I want you to do the same thing. So where are we at?
Yay. I had to stop for a second because I'm like, what am I doing? Oh yes. It's one of those things like doing work email, then got work call. And now I have to remember, what was I doing when I got the phone call? Ah, yes.
Well, at least the cat and the wife aren't taking the same dosage of the medication. That'd be weird.
Right.
Well, you're correct. I had to, I'm like, no, she didn't say frequency. She said dosage amount. I'm like, yeah, still one per day. I'm like, no, wait a minute. For the human, it's 10 milligrams. For the cat, it's 2.5.
Yeah, I took fluoxetine for a little while. Nasty side effects.
Right.
Made me black out.
Not good.
Like pass out blackout, or like blackout, like loss of memory blackout.
Loss of memory blackout.
Oh, that's terrifying. I hate that feeling.
Yeah, I was at a Target.
Like you came out of it in a Target. Like, how did I get to Target?
I remember being in the back of Target, and then I'm standing in the road in front of Target. With my husband yelling at me.
You remember going to Target,
Yeah.
but like coming out of it like outside of Target, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I've only ever had alcohol blackouts, but it's the same thing. You're like, I'm sitting there like with a cup of coffee, and I'm like, I was drinking a bottle of whiskey. Where'd the like look over, bottle's empty. Oh, so where'd the cup? Oh, the whiskey's in the coffee. Well, oh well. Blackout again.
Thankfully, I don't think I've ever had any sort of blackouts for any reason.
Well, you don't binge drink.
Yes. There was one time in my life though where there was an incident, and unfortunately it was with a family member, where I came to the realization of this is why people get blackout drunk. So they don't have to deal with this kind of shit. I was like, this is the first time I've come to the realization of, yes, this is why people drink enough to not remember. What that says about me, I guess it means I'm like lucky or privileged enough to not have that kind of pain in my life.
Right.
You know, like, or or I just feel lucky enough, and I have enough self-control not to say this to my mother, to say at least my coping mechanism isn't drugs, and I include alcohol with drugs. You may not have liked that I read all the goddamn time, but that was my coping mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
I could have been going through AA at the age of 25, like somebody I knew from high school, so yeah. I guess it's one of those, like, grateful for the small blessings and the medium blessings, and
Ooh. Pardon.
What, did like a demon just escape? I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I burped.
Oh. So how are your new headphones? Are they everything you
Lovely.
dreamed? Good.
Yes.
uh, gotta keep that thought in the back of my brain.
For
Yes.
those who are watching, Cupcake bought me a pair of lovely headphones. Very expensive, lovely headphones.
They're not very expensive.
They're expensive by my book.
I'm wearing very expensive headphones. You're wearing studio quality headphones. There's a difference. These are $1,500.
So,
And I mostly use them for this. I barely ever listen to music because I'm never home. I'm always at work. And given we're paying for this entire repair to the house, I'll probably be at work a whole lot more.
oh boy.
Yeah, insurance doesn't cover it.
Oh no.
It's considered like effectively bad workmanship, not damage. It is damage, which I'm saying like damage happened because it wasn't built correctly, not because something happened. But
July.
it's fine. I'll make it happen one way or another.
That's good. And my brain cannot remember what that word is, even though I've written it before.
What? I was about to ask what word, but you don't know what word it is, so.
July. You know how, like, magazines will come out on, like, a quarterly basis? And if someone doesn't get it, they're like, I didn't receive... I know it's copy is a word, but there's another word that my brain's like, oh, there's this word that we want to use, but we don't know, we don't remember what it is.
I had my old man moment speaking of magazines when I was describing the idea of like monthly periodicals, magazines, etc. And the kid I was talking to, who's in his early 20s, is like, I'm sorry, what? And I'm like, yeah, magazines come in the mail every month and be on topic you like. It could be like Nintendo Power or, I don't know, Golf Digest. He's like, those are a thing. I'm like, right, because you were born when? He's like, 2006. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to shut up now.
So young, so naive. They still make magazines. Somebody's reading them.
Yeah, boomers.
Oh yeah.
Possibly Gen X. I don't even think there are any like physical, like hobbyist, like nerd publications anymore other than maybe Popular Mechanics, because all the gaming magazines are online, and New Type went out of business. Taka USA went out of business. I'm thinking like stuff I subscribe to.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh yes, I saw Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Yes, you
Oh, yeah?
did.
So I liked it.
Good.
Mr. Mish didn't necessarily like it, which once I thought about it, like some of the jokes sort of fell flat, and the cameos were out the ass. Literally. Like, I was like, oh my god, like, this cameo, and like, holy crap. Which, some of it ties in with the Loki TV show, which I don't know if that took away from it from Mr. Mish, because the only, like, Marvel that he's watched consistently is Deadpool. He hasn't watched anything else. But I've pretty much watched, like, there's a few things I haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet. I haven't seen the Hawkeye movie yet. So, like, there's a couple things I haven't watched, but, like, overall, I've seen everything except if it's coming out in the future. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch the new Captain America. Because that is coming out. But I don't know if you guys guys care about spoilers. I don't know if.
Well, I do plan to see it someday.
As do I. So maybe
Okay.
no?
All right.
Oh, how does everyone feel about Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doctor Doom?
I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I saw a couple TikToks where it's like,
I can't believe that they're bringing him back as Doctor Doom.
yeah.
Not like you're ever gonna see his face.
Let me.
I'm telling you right now, it's the alternate universe where Doc Doom switches his mind with Tony Stark's. That's what it's gonna be. I forget what I think it's Infernal Armor, but basically it's Tony Stark it's Doc Doom in Tony Stark's body.
They could easily do that.
Yeah. And that's how they'll bring Tony Stark back from the dead, because eventually they'll switch back. And then Tony Stark won't be dead anymore. They do more Iron Man.
Yeah, I kind of have to read up on, like, exactly, because, like, I've heard of Doctor Doom, and then I'm reading, like, the quick, like, plot summary, and, like, oh yeah, like, I've heard of him. And,
yeah, he's the main foil to the Fantastic Four, which likely means he'll be going up against is it John Mulaney as Reed Richards.
What?
Or no, who's Reed Richards?
Pedro Pascal.
Is it Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards? I thought they were getting nice. Oh my god, so Pedro Pascal versus Robert Downey Jr. in the battle of the century.
Okay, so it's Avengers: The Doomsday.
Yeah.
We have RDJ as Doctor Doom, Ermin Villani as Miss Marvel. Chris Hemsworth apparently is coming back as Thor.
Of course.
Catherine Newton as Cassandra Lang. We have in here Haley Steinfeld. These are the people who have a, like, superhero attached to them. So Haley Steinfeld, Tina Huerta, Brie Larson, but Brie Larson is gonna be Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel.
Nope.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Hi, Tim. Benedict Cumberbatch, but he's Doctor Strange at this point, so he's gonna be Doctor Strange. Benedict Wong again as one of the
who's wizards. Playing Doctor Strange?
Well, Benedict Cumberbatch is in the movie. He's not. He doesn't have a name attached to him. But
he'll be Doctor Strange probably.
But he'll be like Brie Larson being Captain Marvel. He's already Doctor Strange. So, Awkwafina is in here. Oscar Isaac's in here. Cannot pronounce her first name. Gomez. Paul Rudd is Ant-Man. Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson, Jeremy Renner as Clint. Mark Ruffalo, probably gonna be the Hulk. Dr. Banner. Charlie Cox. I know Charlie Cox has been Daredevil. So there's a good chance he's gonna be Daredevil in this. Paul Bettany is also listed as part of the cast. So again, Vision, not sure if it's gonna be the actual, like, corporeal Vision or Vision as voice. Doesn't say.
I don't
Pedro
think he's
Pascal,
got the heart
actually.
with that much makeup anymore. Although who knows?
Let me see here. Hold on a minute. Yeah.
Hi,
So
Tim.
hold on a minute. Hi, Tim.
Hello, you right? Hoi hoi.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so here we go. Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, Human Torch. Avon Moss Backrack as Ben Grimm / Thing. Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Invisible One. And then RDJ as Victor Von Doom. Dun, dun,
Victor
dun.
Von Doom. Richards, you fool. I just love Doom because he's just like the way he talks to people is hilarious.
Anyways, oh yes, we were Tim, we were talking about I had seen Deadpool and Wolverine, and then we were talking about as well the RDJ as Doctor Doom, and he's back in the MCU,
Saw
etc.
that. Ooh, I'm not sure how I feel about, like, we were discussing this at work today, funny enough.
Right.
I don't know how I feel. But the most interesting point I've heard of somebody say about him being Victor Von Doom is, what will that do if Spider-Man comes into contact with him? Because will they just brush it off like they did with I forget his name. You remember how they changed the actor for Iron Man's yeah, it's that long ago since I've seen it, I can't remember. You
He was
know,
Are you talking about when they switched to played War Machine?
yeah, that's it.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but the thing is, they may try to retcon it into the last Spider-Man, which Doctor Strange made it so that nobody remembers Spider-Man. So you
True.
could pull it off as, but and again, this is if he doesn't take off the mask. If he doesn't take off the mask, and because of the mask and or any voice modulators like Batman may use, he may not recognize it, the man. Also, this is Doctor Doom is as Cupcake said, the foil for the Fantastic Four. So unless you have like somehow Peter Parker getting a internship with Dr. Reed, you're not gonna get Spider-Man into the Fantastic Four somehow. Like,
Well,
if that makes sense.
Spider-Man has been part of the Fantastic Four before.
Yeah.
He wears
like
Yeah.
he wears the blue outfit with a bag on his head.
Okay. So like
when he's out and about doing superhero stuff.
Yeah, so like I say that and knowing that I have not read the comics, I don't know all the lore, but like I'm just coming at it as someone who has mainly seen the movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which again has deviations from the comics, as I know, like from like just from my experience watching movies from book adaptations, there's going to be changes.
Mm-hmm.
And even from comics taking from mythology, there's changes. So, like Loki, MCU Loki is not the same as the deity from Norse mythology.
Well,
And so,
I doubt he's going to give birth to a horse?
yes, he gives birth.
Sleipnir.
Yeah, Sleipnir, and also Jortmungr, the world snake or world dragon, depending on.
I still love the way that they what's what I'm looking for. The way they mixed God of War with Norse mythology.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out though, you mentioned about like how things work in the world of Marvel. There is the counter of, because of how the way that designed the universe, anything's possible. Like they have a universe number for our universe that we're in
Yeah.
right now in the it's canon in the Marvel comic and film universe that we exist in some universe. I just can't remember what the number is for us.
Yeah, it's like one. Yeah, like the Deadpool and Wolverine kind of touched on that. Like, we're in universe, whatever. And yeah, so there is that. There's also the thing of, all right, sorry.
No, you're good.
There's also the thing of what happened in the Loki TV show. Has anyone here seen the Loki TV show besides me in its entirety?
I have not
I've
seen the
seen season
latest.
1.
I have not seen the latest season.
Okay, so do you guys mind spoilers?
I don't care.
I
I'm never
don't.
gonna watch Loki.
Makes you
I
watch
didn't hear
Loki.
them. So there's the point where okay, so I know you guys have seen season 1. So at the end of by the end of the season 1, you realize that there's like the dude who's controlling the TVA, and he's overseeing the sacred timeline to make sure more. Now this is Kang, the Conqueror,
Mm-hmm.
who is the guy in charge, and he doesn't. Okay, no worries, Tim. He is the one in control of the TVA, and
Whoops.
he. Huh?
Everything's fine. I accidentally hit a button. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Good.
So, but his reasoning behind having one sacred timeline and pruning other timelines, basically getting them out of existence, was to prevent himself from, like, all the variants of himself from, like, basically screwing things up. But Sylvie kills him because she is rightfully angry because she was taken by the TVA as a variant to be pruned and to have her timeline pruned because of whatever. And so her entire life, she has been like, I want to kill him. And then sets in motion a chain of events of, like, okay, what, and then, like, the things start coming apart, and, like, that changes the timeline. And by the end of season 2, which kind of ties into, like, the first Thor movie, where Odin tells both Thor and Loki that they are born to sit on a throne. But Loki has always been like, I'm not born to be on the throne. It's my brother. I'm the monster, blah, blah, blah. However, by the end of Loki season 2, he technically is on the throne. It is something that he didn't necessarily want to do, but that he needs to do to keep the multiverse intact. So he is on a throne, and this like the whole like Tom Hiddleston's portrayal of Loki from Thor to Endgame, where Loki dies, and then going back in time for the Loki TV series to the first Avengers movie, and then having a secondary character arc and character, like, development. I'm like, he needs to have all the awards for how he portrayed that character in this movie. But anyways, but so, like, Loki is like traveling in time throughout season 2 of Loki, trying to fix not only the sacred timeline, but all of the timeline, so that the actions taken not only by Sylvie, but also by other members of the TVA don't fuck things up. So that's kind of where I was going with it, where they could tie it back into the Loki TV series, where it's like, yeah, because of this, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, schlitzits over here.
All right, David Tennant.
The Tony Stark that y'all knew as Tony Stark somehow became the son of the original Baron von Doom, or something, or somehow became, because Tony Stark's genius could easily, with the wrong direction, become like Doctor Doom. So he decided, instead of becoming Iron Man, I'm Doctor Doom. So like I could kind of see like how they could kind of try to shift it into, yeah, this is why he's Doctor Doom and not Tony Stark, because he's this world's version of Doctor Doom because of the timey-wimey stuff. Yeah.
It could be easily a lot of reasons, or it's just an actor who's already been in the MCU portraying a different character. And it has absolutely nothing to do with Tony Stark.
Yeah.
I personally think though, because especially since they've got an actor of such a well-known character, if they try and sweep this under the rug, I don't think it's going to go down well. So I think because they're going down this route, they've got to play on it some way, even if it's just for a gag or like maybe some, as we mentioned before, maybe for some sort of effect with Peter Parker, maybe some trauma or something like that. It sounds bad to say it like that, but I don't think they can get away with playing it down that he's Victor Von Doom. Like they've got to do something with it to explain it or play with it.
Well, they could also, with this, because technically Chris Evans has played 2 MCU heroes.
Yeah.
Okay. It just so happens that the first Fantastic Four films didn't do as great as and then as him portraying Captain America. So
I remember seeing the first Fantastic Four in the cinema. That was like the early mid 2000s.
something like that. I can't remember.
Like 04, I want to say, wasn't it?
Either way, I actually thought it was a decent film.
I don't even
What's a
remember.
different era? I mean,
2005.
oh, I'm sorry, I was off by a year.
No worries.
I mean, that was a good year because didn't The Incredibles also come out that year? Good year for superhero films.
Right.
Correction, The Incredibles was 04.
Well, see, the thing is, wait. Oh, never mind. I had to hover over it for a second. But yeah, that's sorry, my brain. Ew. I'm signing up for another. Thank you.
And there she goes.
See you in a mo. Did like computer die or something?
No, she's at work.
Oh.
So she's just answering a call.
That's always fun.
So how are you, Tim? You weren't here when we were doing the how are yous.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I'm good. I'm good. Sorry, I was a little bit late. Finished work and was like, I need to get something to eat. I am hungry, so I need to get some proper stuff. Which I've got a big pizza downstairs that needs to go in the oven, but we'll do that in a bit. But yeah, it's been a pretty decent day. Most of it's just been monotonous stuff, but hey ho, that's part and parcel of the job I do. So, how about
That's
you
what
guys?
I'll say.
Huh?
That's what they all say.
I mean, when it's repetitive setting up of Windows accounts, it is it does get monotonous very quickly.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole lot of copy paste.
I mean, fair.
Cupcake's having part of his house demolished.
Yeah, the leaky back room is being demoed so that they can figure out what they have to fix structurally. Turns out the leak isn't a leak in the traditional sense of the word. It's not that there's a break somewhere in the roof. Our roof is not sloped enough for shingles. We need a rubber roof, and because of that, water literally was seeping through the roof down into the room because shingles are not waterproof.
Wait, so you got a flat roof?
Very low grade, like less than 5%.
Surely, though, that should just be like felt on top.
What's up?
No, no,
No,
like
it's asphalt shingles.
they put damn, because like aren't shingles so that the water just runs down towards a gutter?
Right, but you have to have a certain amount of slope. We don't have enough slope.
That's what I find really weird because like we do have a lot of roofs even on housing in this country that are quite flat, but we use albeit it's a pain because it has to be replaced like very often. Just the straight up felt on the roof that stops the water from seeping in and helps it kind of just evaporate.
Yeah, so what they do here is they put down a rubber membrane.
Oh,
You gotta remember, we also get a lot colder than you get, too.
that is fair enough.
We're about as rainy, but we're hotter and colder than you.
I wonder, because surely though, like, I would have thought, although this might be just my understanding based on like just rubber in the sun, rubber kind of just dies, if you will, when it's
It's not
exposed to like,
actual rubber, but you know what I'm saying? It's a, whatever you want to call it, impermeable membrane.
huh.
It's TPDM, I think is what they call the material.
Let
Same
me
thing they
look
use
that up.
on. It's the same thing they use on commercial roofs, like flat commercial roofs. My mom is thinking she wants to do that, then do a steel roof over the top of it, so she'll never have to worry about it again. And I don't know that I disagree.
Steel roofs
Depending
are
on
good
your house.
roofs.
I mean, if you're going for what is it, effectiveness and not elegance, who cares?
Well, it's on the back of the house. No one can see it. It's.
Exactly.
I just don't want it to leak anymore. Like, I have nightmares about that room filling with water and stuff.
That must
I
be
mean,
also like a big problem in the winter because if water's
yeah,
leaking in and it freezes, that's going to cause a lot of damage.
right. It's fine. It's not a big deal. You know, we'll figure it out. We've got money. It's not like we're. It sucks that it's not covered by insurance, so it's all on us to pay for it. But I'll make it happen. It's fine.
Can't actually find the roofing material, but it is what it is. Like I'm sure there is like the full term for it that it probably goes by, and it's probably easy to search it that way. But we'd be here all night trying to find it.
EPDM.
Let's try that then.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Rawr. Okay.
Welcome back, Mish.
Tankies.
I had a look, and I found a picture of like the roofing, And
Yeah.
the stuff you're talking about, it's like the stuff they put. I know this is like probably a weird comparison, but you know, with the rubber stuff they put in swimming pools to line it, it looks a
Yeah.
little bit like that, just black.
Same material, basically.
Yeah. No, I don't think we tend to do that. I think we still use the old like felt method. The
Right.
only issue is that I was looking at the information on the two. You can actually do the EPDM method yourself, whereas felt requires like specialist, because obviously, or certainly here anyway, requires somebody to be specially trained, because you've got to obviously heat up the tar to kind of stick it on at the edges and blah blah blah. Like, it's a lot more involved.
Right.
Good to know though. We love collecting interesting, silly little facts.
My poor sleepy.
By the way, Keeks, I don't know if anybody's said yet, but I love the little like ram horns you've got going on there.
Thank you.
They're very nice.
They're cool. I love them.
Mm-hmm. I do love me some horns.
What is it with women lately and the horns? I had no issues. Just you're not the first person I've seen wearing horns.
Because they look awesome.
Because
I
we're
mean, that's a
horny
fair
gals.
statement. Is it something like fashion-wise I'm missing?
I don't keep up with popular fashion. I don't know.
Well, then you're a trendsetter, apparently.
Mm.
Who cares about popular fashion? Be yourself. Have fun.
Right.
Just don't break the law.
Freaking love, freaking love,
Or
freaking
do.
love.
It's whatever.
I mean, like in the 90s, mysticism's really back in, so maybe it has to do with that.
Maybe.
From a fashion standpoint, they're trying to ape on it.
Yeah, probably.
Is this
Probably.
the problem I have is at the moment the amount of people that like, I don't know if I'm mixing up words and stuff, but the amount of people go like, "Ooh, I'm a Sapphic this," and it's just like just be yourself. Just stop saying you're Sapphic this, Sapphic that. Just like wear the clothes, have fun. I don't know. I am tired. I'm grumpy. I don't know what I'm saying.
You
Work
do know
belong.
what sapphic means, right?
I actually do not.
That's relating to sexual attraction or activity between women.
Oh,
Yep.
Not regardless of your actual sexual orientation.
I feel stupid now.
Alright, that's fine.
It even has its own flag. It's got like I want to say a cherry blossom on it.
You see, the problem is, I just thought it was like people, because I'd never heard the term before, and then it's kind of the number of people I've seen in videos wearing a certain type of fashion with it. It's just like, what is this? I didn't actually know what the word meant.
My ghost. I'm being
I just
accosted by a
made
cat.
a statement. I feel really stupid.
Mm.
Imagine thinking before speaking.
I almost said how un-American, but you're not American.
I'm British. I committed the crime of being British.
Tim's close enough. They're basically America Light at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately. How long do you think will be before like the reverse
Oh, it's a violet, not a.
will be like the 52nd state of the US?
Mmm.
The United States is annexing the European Union as a whole.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a bit weird. If we're suddenly a state. Although it's very hard to become a state. Like, many of our, territories have tried to become states over the years, and they're still trying, actually, for some of them. And it's just like, no. Then you'd have rights. And I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of people in our country right now are not very for rights.
Yeah,
Come here, you
they
go.
have made a martyr and messiah out of a political candidate. And it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So much so that he's joking about not even having to go through the voter process.
Yep.
And I don't
Like,
think he's joking. I think he really doesn't need to go through the voter process. Right there?
yes, we have been blessed with Kitty.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Ghost. Yeah.
The one person, the one person living their best life, the kitty.
Yep.
They look like they're having an amazing time right now.
Mwah.
Oh, but yes, that was because I was watching Deadpool and Wolverine, going, how much was the budget for this film? That's how many cameos of famous actors were in that film. I'm like, how much was the freaking budget? Like,
I'm betting a lot.
yeah.
200 million?
Oh,
That's actually less than I thought it was.
Damn, and they've made more, like, looking at the Wikipedia page, they've more than broke even with it. Because the box office is already showing, like, uh, nearly 3 times what the budget was for box office intake.
Yeah, box office is a little under 600 million.
590.6.
Mm-hmm.
Doubt it's going to be Endgame though. I think that holds the record, which was on the box office something like, is it like 2 billion, something like that? Let me just check this. I looked it up. It was nearly 2.8 billion.
For Deadpool and Wolverine.
No, that's for Endgame. Because it holds the
Oh.
#1 spot for biggest box office intake for a film ever.
Oh yes. Thank you.
I think the second largest is Avatar. I should probably check these before I say things.
That's not that expensive. That's more than I want to pay for 2 tickets. That's not that expensive. For a matinee.
15, $20. What are you looking at?
$30.
That's not bad. 15 a person.
Mm-hmm. That's a matinee. I'll probably wait until it's streaming.
Ah, you and me both.
I mean, I have Disney Plus. Where it's going to end up eventually.
Yeah, about 2-3 months from now.
Maybe a year, depending.
I think they've been pretty fast getting the stuff on streaming as soon as they're done in the theaters.
Go away. I didn't realize he laid down. Oh. So you said you were enjoying some documentaries. What have you been enjoying watching, Tim?
Me?
Yes, you.
Really? Me?
Just you, Tim, and there could be no one else.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Like at the moment, I'd say I've been watching. I don't actually know. Like it varies.
God, you can tell we're all working adults. What have you been watching? Nothing. Just work.
I've been no worries, Tom. I've been rewatching a Chinese period drama. That's about it.
Hubby and I started watching season 3 of The Bear. So far, so good. I can see why it got all the nods for Emmys and stuff. I mean, I enjoyed it before, but I'm still enjoying it now. That's a sign of a good show, still enjoying it.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Huh. Sorry, I had to finish filling out something.
That's fine.
Let me check something. 2 of... Oh, what is it called now? I have to try to remember. Crap. I know it's a movie. It was a movie. Well, technically, it's a comic book first. Then it was a movie. Then it was a TV show about the train that holds the last of humanity because the world got frozen.
Snowpiercer?
Yeah, Snowpiercer?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that one. I could not remember it. Snowpiercer, 4 seasons.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch Snowpiercer. I gotta watch a lot of shit.
I watch all the things. God, ugh.
All the things.
Okay.
Wiggity, 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 wiggity.
There's not enough time in the day.
Okay. So, because that's what I was trying to figure out was, because I could have sworn I saw something about a new season.
Okay.
Okay, so the new season is coming out, and this year.
Cool.
So yeah, yes, having some some snacks because kind of had to take both breaks at once because taking Baxter to vet because he's been having some issues. Like itching, and he's got like dry skin and scabs all over his belly.
Oh no.
His like the mucous membranes like around the eyes and stuff are like not doing great. So it's like yeah. Yeah. So that was not so great. But I didn't take my second break because I basically took about an hour and 5 minutes of my time. So I was like, well, I can't take my second break today to make up for that, but that's okay. Ooh. Hack, hack, cough, cough. Woohoo. Yeah, Snowpiercer was one of those shows that Mr. Mish.
And we'll never know.
In the silence of his mind, Cupcake thought, where the hell did I leave my keys?
They were lost forever.
Pardon.
No, I refuse. No
Don't make
pardon.
me yawn. Don't make me yawn too. It's been a long day.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Ah! You will never make me succumb to the yawn. Never, never. Stop! Please, don't do this to me. God damn it.
Victory!
Shut up. Blame you both.
Okay. Just a yawn.
Me. Yes, and I'm going to be a child about it.
Well, okay. I mean, among all of us, you are the child. I'm talking age-wise.
I mean, you could say mentally, it's also accurate.
But Cupcake's here.
Rada.
I'm obviously
Got
kidding.
him.
Lies and slander.
I have already gone through my tea. No. Last cup is last cup. It's not like I can
I'm
make
not
more
wearing my
or anything.
glasses. And that looked like something else.
What?
What does it look like? It's a teapot.
I'm not wearing my glasses. I thought that was a bong for a moment.
A very
Yeah,
big
that's
ball.
Kiki's turbo bong. She drives it down Washington Avenue. When she feels the need, she just pulls over and takes a hit off the exhaust pipe.
What?
I don't know. All I know is that whenever I see that now, I'm just gonna know it as the Turbo Bong.
Wish I had a label maker.
A critical mistake.
You should definitely get yourself one. We have one of those at work, and whoever's using it tends to print out something. We still haven't figured out who the one that keeps on printing out the messages are.
Oh,
Somebody
God.
in the office, like when we're taking about, sends a message to the printer, just something stupid.
I don't know, I don't really trust hubby with a label maker.
Would he
Be
make
curious.
stupid labels like, I don't know.
I don't think he'd make stupid labels, I think he'd label everything.
Me at Domino's. There are still apparently
And just-
labels on the wall.
See, I'm the kind of person like, if I got a roll of the take rectally or do not insert rectally stickers from like a pharmacy, I put them on the weirdest shit.
Well, you have to, that's the rule.
Yeah, like you like walk out into like the garage and like there'd be like a like a tire iron would just have that sticker that says "Do not insert rectally." I could just hear my friends. Oh yeah, I'll change your lug nuts. Oh God.
Hey yo.
Okay.
Interesting time to come back, huh?
Yep. Don't insert shit into your ass. That's not made to go in your ass. That's your PSA for the
The
day.
one paramedic. What I tell you,
Yeah.
boys and girls, it needs to be flared at the end. He just pulls up the fucking X-ray, and you just see a forearm into the center of the fucking abdomen.
Yep.
There's a famous one in the UK of a guy who had this collection of World War II I forgot rounds for weapon for artillery.
Right.
He claims he fell on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Fell.
Right.
Exactly.
Silly
Fell.
He
men
claims he
always
slipped
falling on
and
things.
fell at the perfect angle for it to get stuck up there.
Oh, you like being in your birthday suit in your house? Okay. Okay.
Let's just ignore the fact as well that or let's not ignore actually the fact that this guy had been apparently digging this stuff up in the ground, so it could have still been live. They had to call the bomb squad into the hospital and evacuate the entire hospital.
Oh, good time. I just see the guy sit down on like a fucking artillery shell and just fucking boom.
Yeah.
You could say he was mystified.
He
You
could.
could.
Have been.
You could. I wouldn't.
What is Cape Crusader streaming on? Amazon Prime? I am so watching that.
The
Cape
what,
Crusaders?
the what?
Batman Cape Crusader. It's a new animated series.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
they got the new voice of Batman finally.
Yeah.
Who's voicing Batman?
God, who is that? I can't think now.
It was secretly Cupcake all along.
I am the Knight. No. If I was gonna voice any character of Batman, who would I end up?
The
Nobody
penguin.
important. Now see here, Batman. Quack, 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 quack. I'll get you yet, Batman. Quack, 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 quack.
Richard Linklater?
Yeah. I don't know. For me, the best, will always be Burgess Meredith as fucking 1960s campy Batman, just chewing the scenery.
I watched a I watched a uh who would you cast as Batman characters? And I think they put for Penguin Alfred Molina.
I could see that.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm like I can see that 100%.
I'm sorry. Hamish Linklater, not Richard Linklater.
Are you okay there, Stinky Winky? I hear you. What is up?
I've not seen a single thing he's been in, I don't think.
Up, little man.
Oh well. He's Batman now.
Damn it, that's not what I told you to do, motherfucker. Sorry.
Oh, the DC animated series I need to catch up on. Like Harley and Kite Man.
I'm not sure.
But I think we're on Max, but I don't have access to anymore.
There are too many streaming services.
No.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking, the Snowpiercer one. I think it's on a streaming service now that we don't have, and it's okay, great. There's if I could. So it's okay, great. Now we can't see this. Now we can't watch this.
It is on Amazon Prime?
Cool.
Is it? Wait.
Person. All right, hold on. I'm gonna let L Stinky out here.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
It is
Hi,
coming
young man.
to Netflix.
I do business.
I see. It is currently on Prime. Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter are teaming up again, and not for a Bill and Ted movie.
Ooh, I wonder what they're gonna do now.
They're going on Broadway for Waiting for Godot.
Oh my Jesus Christ! They're going to do that together.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be amazing. I hope somebody records it.
It'll be out next year on Broadway. Yeah, I hope someone records it. More people need to record,
Excuse me.
Actual recordings, not people in the fucking audience, but actual recordings of Broadway shows and sell that. Like
Right.
they did with Hamilton.
Yeah.
Because I'd watch
That's
the
what I'm
shit
saying,
out of all of those.
For us poor schmucks that
Can't
can't
go.
go to Broadway.
You still get money. Yeah, more people see your shit. Maybe even get more people into the theaters to go see your shit. Ooh,
And
pardon.
everybody's always like, well, there'll be, eventually it'll be traveling, and you can catch it at your local theater. I'm like, ooh, and how many of those exist?
A lot of those local theaters are dead. Did not survive COVID. Mine did. I loved my local theater. But
I
it's
meant like
really...
stage theater, not movie
No,
theater.
that's what I'm talking about. My stage
Oh
theater.
yeah, okay. I just wanted to be
Yeah.
clear because people are like, "Oh, yeah, you see it in the theaters." Like, no, not that theater. The kind where people actually act. Oh,
Yeah. No, I'm talking about our local opera
Yeah.
house. It
yeah,
survived.
okay, yeah. I just wanted to
Thankfully.
be clear because people will be like, "Theater, yeah, you'll have it, like Phantom Events or whatever." I'm like, yeah, no, not that. Well, I'm glad because like none of ours did. I mean, the big one in downtown did, like downtown, Minneapolis, but like a lot of the smaller theaters shuttered during COVID.
Mm.
Also, not the same because what do you want to call it? The amount of money they can put into Broadway, usually the effects and costumes and stuff are better.
And the actors.
Yeah.
Because...
I'm not saying it wouldn't be good, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
sometimes the traveling shows aren't as good because they can't afford to
Keep
whatever.
on the big cast.
What y'all talking about now?
Broadway.
Oh, Broadway. I heard broccoli for a second there.
I mean, I do love broccoli, but I'm at Broadway.
Ow.
Broccoli on Broadway, that's what I want to see.
Look at that tan line.
What, this?
Yeah.
Heck, I always have my watch on.
I miss my watch.
Excuse me, princess.
I hope you find it soon.
I'm missing for like 2 weeks.
What's been missing?
My watch.
Oh.
Like,
You don't have like the locator on your phone that lets you like.
the locator on my phone only told me it's in the apartment.
Well, that's
No.
good. I mean that narrows it down.
Yeah. So I've been looking in the apartment, but the watch is dead now.
No, you'll find it eventually. Probably when you're cleaning something.
It's been making me clean out stuff. I cleaned out over here, back there. I don't know. I'm starting to think it's not in the bedroom. It might be somewhere like in the living room. I don't know why I would take it off in the living room. There's not a charger out there, but...
You'd be surprised.
I'm gonna bet the kitchen because that's usually where we find stuff that's gone missing in the house.
Last I remember, I took it off after a shower. Put it down.
Right.
Because the bracelets I was wearing are also missing. They're wherever that fucking watch is.
Yeah, so wherever you put everything down is where it all is, basically. Because everything came off together.
Yeah. And I've taken apart that bathroom. It's not in there.
Yeah, okay. It went into the space between worlds.
Wherever the cats hide.
The back room.
Oh shit.
I'm telling you right now, if I ever woke up in the back rooms, I just fucking yeah, no.
Fuck it.
I'm
Fuck
done.
it. Fuck it.
The thing that upsets me most about that entire concept is originally there were no monsters in the back room. And then everybody's like, well, clearly there'd be monsters in the spaces between worlds. I'm like, why you gotta do that? Like, it's not creepy enough.
Like in pools?
The whole point of, like, what is it? The back rooms, right, is originally is you don't know what's out there, and the whole point is it's supposed to be empty so you don't know, and it gets your mind thinking, and that's how it makes it more creepy. But the problem is people started making monsters that go over the environment. It's just like, that's not the point. It's to get you to be worried because you don't know what's there. It's the fear of the unknown. Fear of not having anybody around either.
like a walking simulator, in which there are no monsters, but it's just surreal. Like they have the one pools game where it's like there are no monsters. Like you never run into any monsters. Nothing will ever kill you in the game, but you constantly have a sense of dread in the game because you don't know if there are monsters or not. God, there's an owl. But who? Who, I ask?
It's a thingy puppet.
Oh, neat. That was a stuffed animal for a minute. I was like, damn, that thing is huge. He takes it off, it's just one giant finger. Like one of those novelty foam finger things from like the sporting events.
I used to have one of those somewhere.
You used to have
But
what?
yeah,
Novelty finger foams.
Thing. Okay, you guys are gonna have to elaborate.
he was number one.
It's a foam finger that goes on your hand.
I don't think they're whatever.
Oh, you mean like the ones that look like they're pointing and whatnot?
Yeah.
Oh, and you see that we don't have those here per se, but we know of. I don't actually know what we call them here. Probably foam hand, thinking about it, but we only know of them really because American media.
Oh God, what? Yellow. Okay, hang on 1 second. I'll be right there. Bye. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
God.
Okay, Sting.
Yep. Cupcake leaves, Mish comes back.
Yep.
Wait, is Mission Cupcake the same person? Conspiracy?
You never see us both in the same room at the same time,
Exactly.
You never see any of us in the same room at the same time.
How do you know I'm even British? Just ignore the accent.
Yeah. I understand why some people like forward this stuff to us, and I'm like, look, tell them to ask the actual place where they want to fucking go. Like, oh my god, that's the
Is it-
museum? Holy shit.
Is this people on the phone being stupid?
No, I thought it's an email. I was like, why aren't they contacting? And they're like, oh, they did contact the place they want to go. The place they want to go forwarded it to us. I'm like,
oh, there's the big boy.
Whee!
It's El Kitty.
Oh, are you gonna scratch my chair? You're gonna scratch my chair. Please stop that. Stop scratching my chair. I see you and acknowledge you.
The kitty is seen and acknowledged, and is getting all the love it deserves. But no, I feel you on people being just difficult on the phone or over email. Like, I had several people today send in emails asking me, can you create this account or this or do this for this email address? And it's just like, that's great and all, but if you could just provide me with the email address rather than the person's name, that makes it far easier to find.
Yeah.
It's just like, I can't really say much because of what the data I'm dealing with, but some of the email addresses are really, really convoluted, and then they're just like, oh yeah, link this person, who I don't know their email address, to this this account that does this thing. That's fine. I don't know the email address for that either. So how am I supposed to do it? Huh? Like you're the head of the practice the GP's practice, and you're giving me information that I can't do anything with.
Jeez.
You're supposed to be the one who knows and like manages all this shit, and you're giving me nonsense data that I can't do anything with. So it's going to take me twice as long, and you're going to complain. It's great, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kitty having fun with brush.
It's adorable.
My fat boy.
I think we should just have a podcast at some point where it's just the cats.
That's pretty much what my vlogs were that I have to get back to doing.
100% you should.
Mostly just stills of the... Not stills, but, you know, look, cat. Look, dog. Look, other cat. There was a time where I had fish.
There was this guy I used to follow years ago. I can't remember what his name was. But he used to get like a load of footage of his like pets, and then just essentially you guys have seen Freeman's Mind, right? Or
Yeah.
heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
So essentially do something like that, but with clips of his pets.
Nice.
And like he developed, so like, because one of the dogs was incredibly nosy, and there's one clip I remember one clip what is it, where it found like some flour or something, and it just got covered in white powder,
Oh, jeez.
and then just in the middle of the clip, he's like, goes from this really high pitched voice going, "I am Lilu, and I have found."
Nice.
It's too high. You bored now? Okay, I'll pet you.
Yes, pet the kitty cat.
Welcome back, Cupcake.
Just wanted to shove it in my face what a complete loss that room is, and why I didn't do something about it sooner.
Yes, because, you know, Cupcake's the only person who lives in the house, you know. So obviously, he's the one who needs to take care of it, right? Because he's the only one who lives in the house. / sarcasm.
I told her, I'm like, what do you want from me? Like, I have to do all the. I apparently going forward, I am required to do all the calling, all the setting up of stuff. She's done. Because there's black mold all over that room.
Oh,
A little bit of black mold ain't hurt no one.
I really don't have a sense of humor about it right now, Tim.
Sorry.
We've known it's been raining day in and day out for months, but it's my fault because I should have been calling right away. I shouldn't have waited. I've been fucking at work. She complains to me. Anyway, whatever. Oh, now the fattest of cats is there.
yep. He's the big chubbo.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of how I can't tell my mom
Mm-hmm.
that her fear of losing her mind, to put it one way, is also a fear of mine.
Right.
Because she's been forgetting things, and so she's like all scared now and going to the doctor. And I'm sitting there going like, I have to empathize with you because you're not going to understand that Alzheimer's is on both sides of my family within 1 to 2 generations. Thank you for calling.
Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. Is anybody excited for the Borderlands movie? I don't know how to feel about it.
We'll catch it eventually.
Same here. I know one of my friends is way more excited than I think all three of us combined right now about that film. But then again, like it's one of his favorite games of all time, so I don't blame him for being really excited about it.
I love the writing for Borderlands, but the game relies so much on coding that I pretty quickly lost it.
Yeah. I do love Borderlands.
I've heard of it, but I have not played it. Dinky, are you okay down there?
Oh.
What's neat is isn't it Gearbox that made Borderlands, if I recall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's neat is I remember um one of their first games was actually a one of the spin-offs for Half-Life 1. I think it was it Opposing Forces, which is kind of a cool little like thing that they got their start by doing the expanded story for Half-Life 1.
That's neat.
Interesting.
God, I love Half-Life. Probably doesn't hold up, but still.
People go on about the graphics, but it's just like I remember the first time playing that game in 2016, I want to say, and it is still one of the best experiences I've had with a game, even if the graphics are absolute like
Yes.
hot garbage by today's standards.
Right.
Oh, I have an interview tomorrow.
Oh, neat.
Nice, congrats.
So wish me luck in junk. I demand it.
You demand it, you shall receive. No, but seriously, really good luck. I hope it all goes really well, and you do get the job.
Thank you.
What is it for, if you don't mind me asking?
Walgreens. Cashier. It's a job.
Yeah, it's not too bad of a life having been a cashier before.
I don't know what they need a cashier for. I'm always surprised when they're open. Because you don't... Like, I know the pharmacy gets a lot of work, but the actual store itself always looks empty.
Guess you'll soon find out.
Like, is it a front? Whatever.
Okay.
Hey, Mish.
Hello.
Hey, Mishback.
Yes. There we go. All right. What else?
So I don't work in the industry. I just make silly YouTube videos and bad art. What the hell does creative guidelines mean in reference to making a show? Because apparently that's the snag on the Warhammer franchise. On making the show is workshop is like, we have to come to an agreement on creative guidelines with Amazon.
Weird.
Yeah, that is a little strange.
Mm-hmm.
When you initially said it, I thought it was just like things that, you know, like rules to respect, like don't be a douche, essentially treat your staff with. But I have no clue what they mean in this case.
This is the same problem that this is the same problem that the guys who do What If the Emperor Had Text to Speech were running into, that like you can't like they're real weird about like what you can and can't do. And so they had to switch over to Hunter Gathering because they couldn't kept getting threatened with lawsuits.
Oh, jeez.
I guess you could say like the guidelines are kind of maybe like a terms of the contract,
Mm.
potentially. I don't know. It's a lot of legal stuff which I don't think I will ever have the time, nor will I ever understand.
Right.
I don't deal with a lot of legal mumbo jumbo in my day-to-day life, so.
All I can say is to anybody who wishes or has studied law, good luck, and you're a braver soul than I will ever be.
Right. So I was actually in the middle of looking up that stuff. Let me see this here. Oh. Well, that's for a specific website. I found some information under broadcast creative guidelines. Kind of like, but it's like for like technical difficulties or ad fallback or, you know, stuff like that. I don't know.
Mm.
So I'm guessing it has to do with like that kind of thing. how much they can show to the anticipated, like, audience, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. OBS just added a bunch of new features that'll make my life a lot easier. That I did not know it added.
Oh, nice. A piece of software actually adding stuff to make people's lives easier for once.
Very good.
Microsoft Take Notes.
Microsoft put ads in its own operating system.
Because that makes sense, I guess.
Like, you already paid for this, but here's ads.
Meanwhile, with the back-end side of things, Microsoft changes the layout and functionality of stuff every 5 minutes, and it is the most annoying thing because you get used to doing it one way and you have to relearn again. They also love to rebrand a lot as well, so stuff I knew about a year ago as something else is something completely different now. It's great.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, Azure AD. Now we're going to call it Entra now.
Intro?
I don't know. I just work with it.
Hmm. Yay, psoriasis flare on the head.
Oh no. I'm sorry,
That's why all of a
Mish.
sudden I was like, rah! Trying to think of what else. I don't know. Still gotta figure out if I want to do something special for my 40th birthday.
How about a nice holiday? Like, just somewhere nice where you get to relax. I don't know. It's what my mum did for her 40th.
You're thinking, I just don't know where I would go.
That is fair. That's always the hardest bit.
If I could type, that would be great.
Typing's for losers.
Is Cupcake frozen or is it just my screen messing with me?
No, he's fine.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
That's the easiest way to find out. Flick somebody off. Nope, not frozen. Still an asshole. Yup.
So, Cosmos comes out on the 22nd. Does that mean...
And we'll never see a physical release because fuck Netflix.
Well, yes.
I'm still pissed that Anime Unlimited is getting all of their releases, but they want so much money for the dubs that everything that comes out from Netflix is undubbed. I'm just like, why? It's like that way people will buy Netflix subscription. If we give you the dub, then they have no reason to watch Netflix. I'm like, you've had the show for years. Like, giving the company the dub that releases it on disc is not going to remove possible subscribers from your pool.
Yeah.
You get the, but then they won't come back to watch it on our service.
It's like, you guys are dummies.
Mm.
Because,
I'll
that
be
makes the most
right back.
sense. Okay.
Okay.
See you in a moment. Jesus, I forget how much this laptop is a goddamn space heater.
Nice.
Right.
My room is so warm right now.
Ah, dude,
Nice.
welcome to my nightmare.
Yeah.
I can't.
Doesn't
for
help that
summer
I've
to
got a
come.
small room, so the
Yeah.
air doesn't circulate so much.
That's so fun. My office isn't necessarily, like, large, but it's not small, I guess. So,
My room is ever so slightly bigger than a 6-foot bed by a 6-foot bed.
ah,
Yeah. I don't have a fan, so makes it
Cookie.
interesting.
Cookie.
Yes. That looks awesome.
I had to pee, and then I'm like, ooh, I want a cookie.
makes sense.
As you should. Cookies are awesome. Anybody who says otherwise can fight me.
Mm.
Is the icing flavored? I'm curious because it's blue.
Is sugar a flavor? Then yes.
It's just sugar.
We'd have a
What
good
did you
bit of sugar.
say?
What?
You say it's not sugar?
No, I said it's just sugar.
Yeah. Does sugar have a flavor? Then yes.
Yeah, it's just a sugar cookie with sugar and sugar and sugar.
In the distance, the
Diabetes.
spectrum of diabetes, yeah, slowly encroaches into Kiki's space.
Diabetes.
Hey, not my fault you're eating fucking pure sugar.
I'm only having one today.
That's what I say, and then I eat the entire pack.
It's coming like a pack of 12.
Are you challenging me?
No.
Because I will eat a pack of 12 in one sitting.
What are you, my husband?
Does he routinely eat a dozen cookies in a sitting?
Not routinely, but can.
Well, can and should are two different things. My mom
Yeah,
got
like,
these. Oh, sorry.
I can... No, you're... I interrupted, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say an example of can. I can eat an entire, 12 pack of Krispy Kremes in one sitting.
Oh, God. My
Would
stomach
I?
would hurt.
Absolutely not, because the last time I did that, yeah.
I never
It doesn't
used to
taste as
get.
good on the way back up.
I was gonna say I never used to get sick from overeating, but now I am running into that where like if I eat more than I should, I actually feel now. I'm like, damn.
Ooh.
Not ill. I don't mean ill like I'm sick ill, but I mean like I get a stomach ache. I'm like, because the one day I made like I think it was like 18 chicken nuggets instead of like 10 because I was just finishing off a bag.
Oh, jeez.
And I got to about 12 and I was like, I gotta stop, dude. My stomach hurts. What I was gonna say, my mom bought these like mega sized spicy chicken patties for like making chicken sandwiches. And we were busy clearing out the back room, so we never actually got around to making dinner last night. So like 7, 8 o'clock, I made 3 of them out of the bag, my air fryer, and I ate all 3. And I'm not proud of myself. They're very good.
Eh. We all got that like little vices sometimes. Like out when I was working at Domino's, I got that ensconced in sorting out the paperwork. I didn't realize I ended up eating 2 whole large pizzas that I was going to throw out.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically I should have thrown out, but they're still edible. So it's just like, you know what? I haven't had dinner tonight because it's been so damn busy. Yeah, and I just sat there and ate them both in one sitting. Not the proudest moment, but hey, I got the paperwork done and I felt happy afterwards, so can't complain. Besides the fact I had indigestion, but that's another point altogether.
Well, people, the time has come to end the podcast.
Oh. Okay.
Okay? Well, we'll wait for Mish to come back, but...
Yeah.
I think she's back.
Yes, I'm back. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Welcome back! Okay, it's time to go.
Alright. Good potting with y'all.
Good potting with y'all. I hope that the little puppy is well in later dates.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Me
Yes.
too.
Yes, the weenie dog needs to be well.
Yes.
Okay.
May all your
Alright.
animals have a blessed time and be well. Yes. Animals deserve the best.
They do.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Alright. Toodles, everybody.
Bye!
Bye.